Forget everything you thought you knew about F1 rookies, because this kid just rewrote the rookie rulebook. Drama, speed, racecraft, steel nerve, and even a surprising amount of tears. 10 races, 10 intense stories, 5 points finishes, and 0 backing down. This is why Isack Hadjar is going to be the Rookie of the Year. This is Formula Party, and let's get into it. The Red Bull stable has been anything but that in recent years, yet this kid has been shoved into the deep end in F1 and has managed to swim the whole 9 yards. The first time most of us had heard of him is this infamous Formula 3 incident here.
No! 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 I destroyed the cow! No!
Jack Doohan found this hilarious, going on to recreate the radio message and the crash several times before angry Colapinto fans chased him out of the sport. Whoops, couldn't help myself. Back to the main man. Aged just 20, the French Algerian joined MasterCard Venmo Hugo Boss Racing Bull's Tauri, promoted from the Red Bull Junior program and was shoehorned into the F1 lineup in time for the start of the 2025 season, right after a certain Sergio Perez was forced into voluntary retirement. Son of a quantum physicist, he is well known for wearing his heart on his sleeve and not being afraid to show his emotions when racing.
I destroyed the cow! No!
Australia. Cold tyres, big nerves, wet race. Isack Hadjar spun before the lights even went out. It was brutal. But here's the thing. He owned it. No excuses, no finger pointing, and he came back stronger. It could have easily felt like all of his good work so far was undone over the race weekend in Australia when he crashed on the formation lap, which delayed the race and ended his before it even began. But lucky for him, Father Hamilton stepped in, offering some comforting words of wisdom, something he'd know all about, raising a 7-time world champion GOAT himself. The fear could have set in, and it would have been easy for him to spiral from here and eventually get booted from his seat, as Red Bull like to do. But now, I'll have to copy and paste that last line into a video about Liam Lawson, if he's still in F1 and I get around to making a video on him. Overcoming his initial nerves and making a comeback, even though his meltdown was labelled embarrassing by Helmut Marko. Surprising, I know, considering the Helmut always knows the right thing to say. He refocused and recovered in China, with another solid showing all weekend, making it to Q3 and narrowly missing his first points in F1, finishing P11. Come Suzuka, he was flawless, on pace, strategic, calm, relentless, and his first points haul was impressive, scoring 4 points, finishing 8th. Saudi a week later yielded 1 point in 10th. Bahrain in between was solid too, although he finished out of the points in this one, performing just on par with his V-Carb 02. In Imola came more points, Barcelona points again. He came home with 2 points and 6 respectively. Sandwiched in between those two, his best result of the season so far. Driving through the streets of F1's crown jewel, the Monaco Grand Prix, Hadjar held his nerve and took the checkered flag P6, taking 8 points. At this stage, he's comfortably outperforming his car, his teammate, putting them mid in his midfield rivals and veterans alike. This kid adapts fast and drives even faster. Speed gets you noticed, but mental toughness makes you unstoppable. No rookie in 2025 has shown more grit than Hadjar. Most rookies panic under pressure. Not this kid. During races, he often goes radio silent. By choice. No chatter, no distractions, just raw focus. He said it himself. He doesn't use the radio to help him stay in the zone. That's not normal for a rookie. That's elite fleet mindset. We saw in round one what happened in Australia. He spun on the formation lap, game over. But instead of crumbling, he came back weeks later and delivered his first points at one of F1's toughest tracks. That's not luck, that's emotional control, rapid learning, and an iron mind. Helmut Marko, Red Bull's talent gatekeeper, called him the surprise of the season, and you can see why. He doesn't get rattled, doesn't overdrive, and he learns faster than anyone on the grid. In Formula One, talent gets you in the car. Mental toughness, that's what takes you to the top. And Isack Hadjar, he's built different. He's hungry, he's obsessed. If you want a driver with nerves of steel and a mental discipline you don't teach, he's your man. Let's look back to Monaco for a minute. The ultimate test. Tight, unforgiving, even some veterans fear it. But rookie Isack Hadjar, he showed up and he showed out. Under pressure, on a track he'd never raced before, Hadjar blasted his way into Q3, P6 on the grid, ahead of Ferraris, Alpines, and even former race winners. For a rookie to qualify at P6 in Monaco, that hasn't happened since Sir Lewis Hamilton in 2007. That's not beginner's luck, it's pure composure and raw pace. When the lights went out, he didn't flinch. Clean launch, smart tyre management, laser focus in every corner. He held off faster cars lap after lap, with 0 errors. No brushes with the wall, no overcooking turns, just Monaco mastery. While other newcomers struggled, Hadjar looked like a future World Championship contender in training. Monaco didn't break Hadjar, it announced him. And after that weekend, everyone knew this kid is a real deal. Now, if we go on pure stats, in his 9 Grand Prix so far this season, he scored points in 5, totaling 21 championship points. Come the end of the season, and this could put Man United in danger of relegation. Yep, I know. Again, to be honest, I couldn't help myself. They're just so bad, and it's all I can do to not cry about it. Back to the start of the show. Saying 10th in the championship is great. In theory, the top 8 spots would be filled by the top 4 teams, leaving 2 spots for the midfield to fight over. Knowing that Williams are currently the 5th strongest team, this is some serious outperformance from the rookie. His best qualifying position is 5th. Impressive considering he's driving a midfield car belonging to the Red Bull Junior team. An average qualifying position of 9.7 tells you that he's a strong favourite to take his V-Carb O2 into Q3 and maximise his weekend. Against his teammates, he was 1-1 against Yuki before he switched teams, and is currently comfortably outpacing teammate Liam Lawson 7-1 in quali and 8-0 in races. He's even currently standing as the second highest placed Red Bull driver. Sergio Perez is somewhere, shaking in his boots with anger, wanting to come out of retirement. Kim is the only rookie with more points than Isack. However, he is driving a top team's car and he is putting in a decent showing. Although he has shown great signs of performance and talent, this doesn't put him above Hadjar's level, in my opinion. Against the other rookies, Hadjar sits second from top, ahead of the rest. Behrman had a slow start but is beginning to perform, still struggling for consistency. Ewan doesn't have a seat anymore because all he did was Colapinto's just started and is already taking punches from Flavio Briatore with his back against the ropes, and Bortoletto, one of the highest rated F1 talents, being stuck with a green tractor is painful for everyone. The chances of that stake F1 car being a good race car is medium rare, and they're far from a well done. So, among other things, rookie, whether it's his resilience, turning a formation lap spin into solid points again and again, his consistency of top 10 finishes in his 9 Grand Prix starts, his impressive quali pace, regularly punching into Q3 against faster cars and more experienced drivers, or even his fan connection through his authenticity and fearless attitude, which resonate widely. These are the reasons why I think Isack Hadjar is the man to beat for the Rookie of the Year title. His love and admiration for Sir Lewis Hamilton doesn't harm either, and clearly shows his judgment is A1. Hadjar's rookie season has gone from drama to dynamite, transforming a disastrous debut into a compelling story of resilience, speed, and maturity. With strong results, expert validation, and fan love, he checks all of the boxes for Rookie of the Year. What do you guys think about who will finish as Rookie of the Year? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. More videos coming soon. See you on the next one.